Well, hello ladies and gents, and my name's Ian, and welcome to me channel, welcome to me shed, and welcome to me green bin. It's not full of green waste. It's full of those bags that I've been getting from that skip that forever giveth. Was it really a secret place? I've actually had people email me the location of where it was. Many videos ago, I did a video at the same place, and I picked up I think it was a washing machine at the side of the road there, and I got a comment off a guy who said, "Hey, that's my estate, I go on there." So it's not just me, there's others. Anyway, last couple of videos were about picking them bags up, and I just didn't have time to show you what I got. This video is, and I will promise I won't keep going on about it, but first, because this is Saturday, gotta go back to Thursday night, because I called again. Thank you very much. Well, we're back here again. The skip that forever gives. Told you they were moving, didn't I? So they have started to move. So he's given me a load of stuff out the old stores and said you can have that, you know, any use to you. So super. Anyway, nah, never know your luck in a raffle. You never know your luck in a raffle. The skip that forever gives. So I was in here last Thursday, wasn't I? If I'd known I was coming back, I'd have brought me hammer. Bashed that off. You already see that there's been some more stuff thrown in. It's same old. It isn't a repeat performance because, as you can see, it's daylight. Alright, this will be a bit boring doing this again. So, got our aluminium here. What have we got? There. I think that's just rubbish. That's not rubbish. And that lady there, that lady keeps laughing at me. Go on, wave. Keeps calling me a skip rat. Well, that's a fair old trunk. Broken bucket, nothing in there. Ooh, that's full of sand. Don't want that. We'll take that. Put that there, and then we can throw all the aluminium in there, can't we? And stuff. And we can pull that out. And I have to sweat protect the nails as well. Nails, they always come in handy, nails, don't they? Oh, shifted that and found more. I cleared all this last week. As you know, if you watched the video all the way through, I did. And every day Sol was telling me to get some gloves And I have some gloves. They're in the car. Anyway. We got that. We've got that. We've got this one. Oh yes. You never know you're looking at a box. Look at them tails. Just look at them tails. And they're moving. It's going to break me heart. But as it happens, they're moving closer to my way home. So we'll be seeing you again. Right, take that out. Now you remember last week, I did exactly the same thing. I took some Handmade out, put it on the floor, took 2 bags out, put it on the floor. It got dark, I picked the 2 bags up, took it to the car, and left the Handmade on the floor. Ian, you knob. Well, I'm not leaving them on the floor this time. This was that other skip with the door in. Seems to be locked in here. All the screws, all the little nails. Nails come in handy. Nails come in handy. Could be stainless. Could be. Iron, metal anyway. Hey, Ali. More Ali. Ali brackets with nails in. Aluminium nails. Well, I'm not spending all day looking just for a handful of scrap. Big piece of ducting, I'll leave that there. Somebody's dinner. Razor sharp ducting. I'll leave that there. I'm not that desperate for a little bit of shred. Look at that back tyre. Get a bit low. I couldn't go home with it, tyre nearly on floor like that. So I was bumping up. But whilst I was doing that, well, you know, I keep saying I've got eyes like a shithouse rat. Well, that there in the corner is a rat trap. So whilst I was looking at that, see the piece of cable near the rat trap? And every bit helped, doesn't it? It's a guy here showing his feet because he don't want me on and he's just laughing at me. I'll see you lot back at the shed. Well, it's daylight. And we'll say to right to the skip that forever giveth. And I can't go home with that door open, can I? Jesus, back to you. I'll never get home, keep trying to find. There's cable everywhere. Everywhere up floor. Can't put it in there now, can I? Right, I'll see you lot at home. Like I said, made it back home, and of course it's raining, so starting to come down. I'll find somewhere for it. First of all, tea time. So my neighbour's been round and said, hey, do you want a microwave and a bag of mixed scrap? So we'll deal the TV. It's been there for over a week now and the missus ain't happy. And she ain't happy, she can't put any green waste in the bin. Everything's got to go in that bin. So, well, the microwave I can do on the bench. TV I can probably do on the bench. We'll just have a look at what's in this bag. Just a quickie. See what we got. I've got no idea. He just brought it round and said you can have this. I've done some tidying up. It was heavy for what it was. So on your knees, boy. Right. Oh dear. You know what that means? I'm going to be keeping them. They're not nails, they're not tacks. What have we got? Parkside charger, some iron, a corkscrew, oh, and the Parkside thing that goes. It's like a Dremel, I think. Oh, that didn't work. We'll charge it up though. Scissors, scrap. Titty bit of brass. Oh, bit of brass and copper. Bit of aluminium and stuff. Bit of chain for metal artistry. More brass. Some snips, which I seriously doubt are going to open. Nope, they're what we're working on. It's got a thread on the inside. Now I would have said it was a leather punch, a gasket punch. I don't know. Again, stuff for metal artistry. Brass. I'm going to sort that out. Get the bags out. I'll never live this down showing the empty bin. Oh, a bit of copper there. Right down at the bottom. Well, I can't stay in there, can it? My arm's not long enough. Don't worry, I won't leave you down there. Right, we got set up here. Got somewhere to work. It's not cold, I maybe shirt sleeves. I got the bags I picked up last night, Thursday night. I got the bag which I said I'd show you the other night and I never did. So I've got pretty much set up. I've got a space, some tools, box for nuts and bolts and screws. The iron from that bag went in there because there'll be more iron from here. Cable, more cable, and that's it. But before we start, we have a drink from my good friend All Handmade. And yeah, I'll show you. Space is being made. It is. So we'll go in there next. I'll put that there. All Handmade. And I'll put the link in the video. But he sent me some cast coins. IM, my channel logo. Aluminium. Copper. And I'm going to say Nordic gold. Bronze. Copper with something else that makes it go yellow. But quite heavy, 90%. He did send me a link, said it's like 90% copper, 10% something else. So, big thank you, All Handmade, Guido Wandel, my good German friend. That guy. I'll put a link in how he made those. Right, well, got a special brew for later. Time. 4:45. Need to pull my finger out and get these bags sorted. See you in a little bit. Well, I'm sat down, I'm comfy, and I'm just starting to go through, picking out some tiny little bits of copper, bits of cable. But it won't be unfair of me not to show you the delight, the excitement that I'm getting when I get that out. Oh, that's a bit of rubbish, but then again, there's some copper inside of it. And what I'm going to try and do is use this bag as the rubbish bag. So, all we've got, that's Ethernet cable. Ethernet cable, low grade in it. Ooh, tails from the shed. 20 rubbish. I'm trying to sort of like, I've got a bag there, so anything that's like twin and earth or this black cable go in there. Some bolts. Oh, it's like a UJ's right, look at that. Screw. Copper, nickel coated, copper ferrule. I'll put that there. Screw. As we get into the third and last bag, we built up a nice selection of heavy stuff. Over there is low grade stuff. It'll go in as household actually. It's Ethernet cables, but you've got to cut the ends off. I remember I got these out of that Rufus skip. Alas, iron. I thought it would have been stainless steel, being for roof. But every bit helps, I guess. And then of course there was all this aluminium fittings and stuff, which surprisingly amount of aluminium there actually. Let's get to the big bag. Which way is east? Oh, the joys of scrapping. Indeed. Indeed. Well. And from the monkey's point of view, You can't fault this, can you? You can't fault this. It does mean, you know, a couple of hours sorting it out, stripping it, you know, perhaps before we get round to stripping it, a couple of hours of just sorting out all the bags. Big lump of plastic, but could be two tiny bits, a tiny bit of brass in there. Keep going. Oh, cable ties. Always come in handy, cable ties. It worn out, let it tidy up. That bit screws off and those bits, that bit screws onto that, so that'll clean up nicely. Anyway, we'll put tools to one side, see what we get. So, 10 to 6. But we've segregated anything. I wouldn't normally do this. It's only to show you. Right, we'll start in good arc. So we start with the goodies. This tub weighs 1.5 kilos, so 17. So you're going to just 16 kilos of singles, mixed cable. That's it in. Tip it off all over the floor. 2 kilos of household. We got a tub of iron, and then here we got goodies. Right, we found a bag, unopened bag. I ripped it open, of armoured cable connectors, complete with the sleeve. So I'll probably keep that in case I ever need to do any armoured. We got the door hinges, got that. We'll just break that out. Now, this appears to be some sort of switch. And if you look in there, it's got these connectors in. Which are these? These are some strip of nickel or silver plated copper going across. So you can see they've fitted a few switches, nickel plated copper ferrules, a couple of contactors, silver in there, aluminium. There was a vape, just ripped the vape apart because the surround is usually silver. Hey, I took out all these connectors because inside each connector, here's an unused pair, is a piece of copper. It's either silver plated or nickel plated, but they're easy enough. You just get a pair of snips and snip them in half. Tool wise, we got these connectors, these little Allen 10mm spanner heads for fitting the stainless anchors. That works. So that's a 1/4 inch, bit of that goes in there. Hex head, quick release hex head. We found a screwdriver, a chuck, screw on chuck, metal circle cutting things. Now that's what you need, that, because that fits in your drill. That unscrews, you change that for either that or that or that. In between each one, missing out of that hole, are these centre drills, which, I swear, they'll clean up. Big cone drill, set of Allen keys, big bunch of nut screws, always handy. That is a mastic gun. It's been squashed, but all the handle is aluminium. Cable ties, I've ended up with maybe about 50 12-inch cable ties. More stainless anchor bolts. Then I get these bags of ball self-adhesive or screw on roller balls. What am I going to do with them? Not a clue. Bags of screws. Each kit comes with some screws, the appropriate wall plugs, but inside 2 or 3, maybe 4 nickel plated copper ferrules, so they need to be stripped and go with that lot. And now I'm getting dark and Ian's now got to tidy up. That's the rubbish. So I didn't throw that. There we go. So that, folks, is me goodies out of the skip that forever giveth. Worth it? Well, every little helps, doesn't it? 16 kilos of mixed cable. Most of it is actually singles. Some of it's thick singles. 16 kilos. I'll go half. I'm going to get 8 kilos of copper out of that. I might just do an update. Just strip all that. Just weigh it, tell you what I get. That's Ian. Pretty much of a promise. I won't show you any more dipping into that skip. He's moving. Oh yeah, he's moving, isn't he? And because he's moving, as I said, he gave me all these electrical boxes. And all these, they've all got big aluminium heat sinks on. So they've all got to be stripped. 1 step forward, 20 steps backwards. Right, time for a brew, I think. But before we get that brew, we have somewhere to work. So we bring that cable in, put it on this side, set the wire stripper up and start stripping it down. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So Ian from his shed, there we go, waffled on too much. That's what I've been getting out of that skip. It's pity I can't go there every night. How much do I actually not get? Don't lose any sleep over it, Ian. See you all soon. Good night. Oh, almost 8 PM. I don't know when to say stop. Right, so I've stripped all that twin and earth and I've stripped all that tails. I've just started a new bucket. So anything that goes in there is what's come from those bags. And we've got more to go at. But we're back to walking in and getting stuck with bits of cable sticking out. So we are actually back where we were about 3 weeks ago. We stripped the microwave. People ought to recognise the bits of a microwave. Well, a bit disappointed about the motor. There's not much to that, is there? We get those little copper noodles out though. All the contacts inside of the micro switches. And as for the microwave itself, well, as we all do, we all use them as a bucket. So there we go. anything that was I got in those bags, and that drop off today has been cut up and put in there. And definitely good night. See you in the next one.